reporting that my colleague here in Poland noticed. He recently spoke with the mayor of the largest border town, who told him that the refugee system is essentially not set up for this, that it will collapse. It's an improvised system that can work for maybe 2 weeks, but not indefinitely. And I'm wondering what the United States is going to do more specifically to set up a permanent infrastructure. And relatedly, is the United States willing to make a specific allocation for Ukrainian refugees? And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay, I can first. Okay.
Who told him that the refugee system is essentially not set up for this, that it will collapse.
Okay, I can first. Okay.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That's not funny!
I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
Happy Sunday. Thank you guys all for joining me this morning. Hope you all remembered to spring ahead with the clocks. So totally unscripted, unplanned video here. Saw this video clip from The View a couple of days ago, and I can't even believe it's real. So I'm going to show you guys that. Basically, the ladies on The View have the answer as to why Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever. They figured it out. They have the answer. And I'm going to show you that answer at the end of this video. Going to be a quick video today. So we've all seen she's just a complete gaffe machine for the past year being vice president, and for the year before that on the campaign trail. Every time this lady opens her mouth, it is an unmitigated disaster.
First, so my point is,
how do you define what you hear from?
I appreciate you being here on New Day.
Not everybody. So she's either doing one of two things. She's cackling like a mother hen, or she's talking to us like we're 5 years old, and she's not making any sense.
Imagine a future. The freight trucks that deliver bread and milk to our grocery store shelves, and the buses that take children to school and parents to work. Imagine all the heavy-duty vehicles that keep our supply lines strong and allow our economy to grow. Imagine that they produced zero emissions. Well, you all imagined it. That's why we're here today. Because we have the ability to see what can be, unburdened by what has been, and then to make the possible actually happen.
What the hell are you talking about?
So we've just seen this insanity, like I said, for the past year as the VP, and the past year before that on the campaign trail, or however long that was. But now, and then we saw it with the border crisis. Everything she gets involved in, we see it. So, with this conflict over in Ukraine and Russia, former VP Potato Head Joe sent Kamala Harris over there to be in charge of this mess. So we're getting a whole new bunch of clips to bring you guys. Now remember, the ultimate goal of this video is to figure out exactly why Kamala Harris is the worst vice president ever. We have an answer. It's at the end of the video. It'll be coming very soon. And it's basically not what you think. It's not her fault. You'll see. So this is on a morning show. Someone asked her in layman's terms to explain what's going on in Russia, because it's, not too many people really know the we'll say the nitty gritty, the exactly what's going on there. So check this out.
If you're watching any level of news, even social media, you're seeing everything that's going on right now in the Ukraine. Break it down in layman's terms for people who don't understand what's going on and how can this directly affect the people of the United States.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists
next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
No shit, Sherlock.
So that was nice. Our vice president speaks to us, the American people, just like she speaks to a room full of literal child actors.
But the other, you guys are gonna see. You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes.
Oh my goodness.
With your own eyes, I'm telling you, it is gonna be unbelievable. So that's one of the things we can do here too, which makes it so exciting. So that's what we're gonna do. You guys ready to go over there?
And listen, trust me, it just continued to get worse. Every appearance she made, it just got worse and worse. Here's a reporter asking her a question about the inflation, the gas prices. Her answer is mind-numbing. Roll it.
If I can ask you, Madam Vice President, President Biden has said that Americans will feel some pain for the sake of defending freedom and liberty, but there does seem to be no end game in sight. How long should Americans expect? How long should we be bracing for this really sort of historic inflation and some unprecedented gas prices?
Sure. In terms of the discussions that the President, Johannes, and I had, they ranged in subject, including the issue of the Black Sea, and I'll let him explain in more detail as he would like. But we are, again, fully aware and apprised, because we are in constant communication with the President, with his administration here, about the concerns that they have about the entire region and, frankly, the vulnerability. All you have to do is look at the map.
Just answer the damn questions.
So bizarre. She didn't even attempt to remotely answer the question the reporter asked. Just look at the map, she says. Here's another one.
The UN has set up a process by which there will be a review and investigations, and we will, of course, participate as appropriate and necessary. But we all watched the television coverage of just yesterday. That's on top of everything else that we know and don't know yet, based on what we've just been able to see. And because we've seen it or not doesn't mean it hasn't happened. But
that doesn't make sense.
This woman's speechwriters need to be fired immediately. I think they're playing some kind of game with her. They're like, let's see how bad we can make her look today or something. Because I find it really hard to believe that someone in her position gets up there and says this thing. She says that honestly that. All right, so we got this quick last clip, and then we're going to get to the answer to why all of this is happening, why she's the worst vice president in the history of vice presidents. She's talking about planks here. She doesn't know what's going on. Flanks here. Roll it.
I am here, standing here on the northern flank, on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank and our NATO allies, and what is at stake at this very moment.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
She's standing here on the northern flank, the eastern flank. She literally doesn't know what the hell's going on. She has no idea. I've said it in many videos in the past. This is identity politics. This is exactly what happens. It's and that's what former Vice President Potato Brain Joe Biden said is, I'm going to pick a woman of color to be the vice president. First of all, that's illegal. You can't do that. There's laws against that kind of discrimination. Second of all, you end up with a country burning to the ground, like exactly what's going on now. So this is a disgrace. This woman's awful. She's definitely... It's just a disgrace. She shouldn't be there. So, the reason that she's such a bad vice president, the reason that she gets out here and cackles like a mother hen, and the reason that she gives these horrible speeches and doesn't have a clue what she's saying, the reason is this.
And I don't know that it's about her laughing, because I agree. I think that would be very inappropriate, and that that's something that they do to women. I think that she has gone on multiple occasions a little bit underprepared with some of the questions that she's been asked. Lester Holt asked her a pretty basic question that she couldn't answer. So I don't know if it's a staff thing. She's not prepared enough. Perhaps she's not expecting the questions. I don't know what it is, but I think that's the issue. Is this is like the fourth or fifth time.
What it is that they constantly question the qualifications of black women, and that's why people are saying that she's unprepared. And
I disagree. I think she's
you can disagree, but that's the truth of it. And so this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny, and we're talking about a woman that has extensive experience abroad, extensive experience as an attorney, extensive experience as the chief legal officer of one of our largest states in the country.
What the hell did you just say?
I disagree. I think she's
you can disagree, but that's the truth of it. And so this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny. And so this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny. So this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny. Is that they constantly question the qualifications of black women, and that's why people are saying that she's unprepared. And
I disagree. I think she's
you can disagree, but that's the truth of it. And so this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny, and we're talking about a woman that has extensive experience abroad, extensive experience as an attorney, extensive experience as the chief legal officer of one of our largest states in the country. And I think this is just much ado about nothing. I mean, we didn't talk about Vice President Pence's, the right didn't talk about his handling of the COVID epidemic, which I think, or the AIDS epidemic, which I think led to, thousands and thousands of deaths. And what they're talking about is her laugh. She was there as an emissary, really. And
say what?
We didn't talk about Vice President Pence's, the right didn't talk about his handling of the COVID epidemic, which I think, or the AIDS epidemic, which I think led to, thousands and thousands, I think, or the AIDS epidemic, which I think led to, thousands and thousands of deaths. And we didn't talk about Vice President Pence's, the right didn't talk about his handling of the COVID epidemic, which I think, or the AIDS epidemic, which I think led to, thousands and thousands of deaths. And what they're talking about is her laugh. She was there as an emissary, really, and she wanted to reassure the NATO allies that that as Russia steps up its attacks on Ukraine, that the United States was going to be supportive. In fact, she's in, I think, Bulgaria right now. She is prepared. She is seasoned. Abroad, she gets wonderful marks across the board, but this is just something that I think happens to women, and especially black women.
And that is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a fucking idiot.
So there you have it, folks. Kamala Harris is the worst vice president we've had in the history of vice presidents. Quite possibly one of the dumbest human beings on the planet. And the reason is racism and misogyny. That's the reason, according to another one of the dumbest human beings on the planet, Sunny Hostin of The View. Just when I thought these ladies on The View could not get any worse, I did not think they could have any worse takes than what we've seen already. And then they go and one-up themselves, so I don't even know what to say. I'm going to leave it there. Listen, like I said, just shoot from the hip on this video. Didn't plan on doing this, but I had to show you guys just the constant fumbles and bumbles from Kamala Harris, and then this lady, these ladies on The View. I released a video this morning, the Epic Woke TikTok Fails series, the latest in that series. I did the video yesterday, however. Me and the YouTube's overlords are butting heads pretty bad right now. Things aren't really good with them. I think they're really trying to put the boot down on this channel. But listen, we're gonna keep going until we can't anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just for a good laugh and to have your mind blown on a Sunday. All right, thank you guys so much. Take care. Love you guys. Peace.